My name is Christine G, and I'm going to be going over this problem. It's a word problem, and we're going to need a quadratic equation set up in order to solve it. So we're given that a rectangular auditorium seats 2,622 people, and here I have this like little diagram. It's rectangular, and then the number of seats inside here would be 2,622. And they give us that the number of seats in each row exceeds the number of rows by 11. So here, if we have the different rows going across this way, these would be the rows. And I'm just going to put R because we don't know how many rows there are. And so we're going to use this variable R to try and figure out the problem with this. And then we know that the number of seats in each row, so the number of seats would be, how many go across this way, exceeds the number of rows by 11. So we don't know how many rows there are, but we do know that the number of seats is equal to R plus 11. Okay, so, and R could be any number. It could be 5, and then this would be 16. We just don't know what it is. So now, when we look at a rectangle, the way to find the area of a rectangle is by stating the length times the width. And we're going to use that in thinking about how we're going to figure out we know that the area or the total number of seats, and that is 2,622. So we know the area. And then the length, we can do R plus 11. And we've got to have this in parentheses because this is just, once we get what R is, it's just a single number. So we have to add this before we do anything else. And then we're multiplying times W, which is R. Okay, so now I can simplify this. I get R times, and I can just use the distributive property. So R times R is R squared, plus R times 11 is 11R. And then this is equal to 2,622. So now I have to get 0 on, in order to solve a quadratic equation. We know it's quadratic because it's being squared. R is being squared. So I have to get everything all on the same side. So what I do to one side, it's legal for me to do to the other side. We can think of a teeter-totter. We take off weight on one side, we got to take it off on the other side to keep the equality or the balance. Okay, so now I'm all set up, and what I need to do is, I don't know I can't factor this myself. I don't know what numbers are factors that would add up to 11 for this guy. So I have no idea. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my quadratic formula to solve it. And that is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac divided by all of this divided by 2a. Now here I have to, the number in front of r squared is a, the number in front of r is b, and then this one is c. So I'm just going to substitute in, so I have to put a negative, so negative 11 plus or minus the square root, and then we've got 11 squared minus 4 times a, which is just 1, and then c, which is that really big negative 2,622. and then that's being divided by 2a. And by the way, a is just 1 because that's the number in front of r squared is just 1 if you don't see any other number. So I'll just put 2 here. And then when I multiply this all out, so I did this on my calculator ahead of time, but you do 11 squared. And so let me see. So that's 121. And then, let's see, I'll just go ahead and do it. So, and this is 121. And then here, we got to watch our sign. So -4 times a negative 2,622, well, that is going to give us a positive 1,000, let's see, 104, let me see, sorry, 10,488. And then that's over 2, and then we've got to simplify that further. We'll combine and then take the square root. So then we've got 10,000, so -11 plus or minus the square root, and then I've got like this 10,609. It's hard to read my calculator. And then that's being divided by 2. And then let me do the square root of that. Let's see, is an answer. And I get 103. So then I have -11 plus 103 divided by 2. That's going to be one of my answers. And then the other one is -11 minus 103 divided by 2. Now, right away, I notice that this number is going to be negative, okay? That's not going to work. We can't have a negative amount of seats, so I'm not even going to calculate that one. We'll just go to this one, and I just do 103 minus 11, and then divide that by 2, and I come up with 46, okay? So 46 is the number of rows, and it's asking for the number of seats in each row. So the number of rows equals 46, but the number of seats, well, the number of seats in each row is r plus 11. So we would just do 46 plus 11 seats in a row. And then this would, 46 plus 11 would be, it's like 57. So this would be our answer. And we can check it by stating, okay, we can go back to the total number of seats here. Area equals, so the 26, let me see, let me do it in a different, I'll just do it in a different color. No, I can't figure it out. Okay, so it would be 46 times 57, and we want to check that and make sure that it equals 2,622. So let me do that in my calculator. 46 times 57, and I get 2,622. So that checks out. So thanks so much for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Have a great day. Bye.